lucky as we're gonna get.
Hello, good game. Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day. Thanks for taking the time to support the channel. Grixis Control is what we're going to attempt to conquer today. And we actually achieve Mythic rank 420, albeit by a unique set of circumstances. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm proud of it still. So we're going to break down this Grixis Control deck. That is red, black, and blue. Talking through the strategies, the synergies, then showcasing all of that in the gameplay footage. And, of course, wrapping up with our final thoughts. Support the channel if you can, right? It really does help. It's as easy as leaving a thumbs up down below. Thank you kindly. Let's take a look at the deck. All right, here we are with a 60 card best of one. 3.3 average mana value, which is fairly light. 25 non-creatures and 11 creatures. And we have 24 lands plus the 2 MDFC lands within Hagra Mauling, which brings us to 26 land. And that should, keyword should, support that higher average mana value of 3.3, right? We also have a treasure ramp available to us to help mitigate that higher curve through Shambling Gas, Deadly Dispute, and Skullport Merchant, right? Nothing new here. It's just the who's who of the mono black treasure ramp. We have the Meat Hook Massacre in here as what is our basic win condition. Whenever a creature and opponent control dies, we gain 1 life, and whenever one of our creature dies, they're gonna lose 1 life, right? So we're going really wide with some token creatures and dealing damage to them through this. Loath makes tokens, which is really nice. The Tainted Adversary makes a ton of tokens, which is really cool. Burn Down the House has the ability to make a bunch of tokens, as well as Allrun's Epiphany, right? So all of these tokens will flood the field. Meat Hook Massacre will be in play or be played on top of them if it's gonna give you lethal. And that's, you know, the game plan there. If it's already in play, we've got other field wipes like Cinderclasm to help clean up, as well as Burn Down the House, dealing that damage, and Blood on the Snow. Blood on the Snow is cool because we can bring something back, like the Loath, and then immediately remake those creatures to help defend against her and take down our opponent's health points, which is really cool, right? So Test of Talents is in here. We can counter Blood on the Snow. We can counter Allrun's Epiphanies. We can counter Memory Deluge as a primary flashback, but really any flashback card is good value, like Memory Siphon, stuff like this. Angel Fire, if you're playing against a Boros aggro deck. But Test of Talents is showing to be a massively useful spell in the majority of the meta matchups right now. Mono white is kind of useless. Mono green, you can still take Blizzard Brawl, which is fairly good if you're, you know, doing anything, but you want the creatures to die, so it's not that important, right? But against, you know, other decks that are using Allrun and Blood on the Snow, which there are a ton of, it's really, really going to help. And if not, they'll have Memory Deluge and other stuff as well. So Test on the Talents is sick. And then we have our Deluge, of course, for the draw with the flashback. The Epiphany for the double turn, we talked about that. Mauling for the removal, and it's a land. Cinderclasm for that early wipe against those aggro decks, right? Specifically the mono white, but you can potentially catch the mono green, you know, off balance as well. What's cool is you can have the Shambling Gas in play, nuke the field, and then pick off the 3 toughness creatures with the Ghast, -1/-1, which is pretty neat there, right? And then, of course, you know, the Hook wipes, Blood on the Snow wipes, Burn the House wipes. So there's a ton of field wipes, a little bit of instant speed, spot removal within the Mauling, but really just looking to control the field in a general sense. We don't care if it goes fairly wide because we're chump blocking, right? We're going wide as well. If they get a big body, we're chump blocking. It's really just here, you know, stop the trample, stop one of those creatures that you can absolutely not deal with. And of course, you know, everything else, kill things with more than 5 toughness. Let's leave it at that, or more than 6, because Burn Down the House, much like Cinderclasm on top of the Ghast, can get an extra -1/-1 on something. So, you know, make sure to prioritize your removal while you play. That's the deck list. Word to the wise, today was brutal for me, but at the end of the day, did work out with our rank, which is a lot of fun. And there are 26 lands in here, you guys. 24 plus 2. I went multiple matches only drawing 2 lands, so you're gonna get to see a different side to HTG than you might typically see. Get a little frustrated today. Again, thank you all so much for your time and attention. Unfortunately, good matches, bad matches, it is what it is. The show must go on. And I'm loving your guys' recent feedback on the videos as to how we can improve the deck. So pay attention to the video while we're doing our matches and come back in the comments when we're wrapping up to let me know how you think we can take this deck into the future with a more competitive stance. Cheers, have a magical day, like the video, and let's check out today's gameplay. All right, on the Drizza. You ask, I deliver. Grixis control, let's go. Cinderclasm, I need you to be good. Do the dirty, Clasm. 2 test of talents out of 3 in the opening hand. It's not the greatest. And how in the world do we not get our 3rd land? Hey, you can't win all the time, can you? I just want to have fun. Oh god. So this is the combo control. Skyclaves is going to beat us up. This gets to level 3 at 7. We're basically dead the next turn. Wow. I have no words. Can I please have a land? How's that for some words? Thank you. Test is a super duper dead card here. Nice. All right. Big hit. Down to 14. Hashtag I caramba. Let's see if we can get our 4th. Oh, God. At least we do. 6 mana total. It's as lucky as we're gonna get. 3 cards in hand. A Warlock class. Maybe we can pull ahead here. How are we going to counter this when it gets kicked to kill us? That's what I'm worried about.
My will cannot be denied.
Test of Talents, an amazing card until they don't have any instances and sorceries. And you only have, 4 land. They're 2 land ahead of us. Magda's good. Doesn't end our world. Let's take a draw. Land for later. I want to hold up a Cinderclasm here, just in case things go sideways. This is only good if they're kicking that spell. But they need to get this to level 3 first, right? Maybe we can just go turn city. Yeah, so like basically dead next turn, right? Ouch. So that's 6. They're tapped. Let's see what we can do with it. Looking for more. We have Menace. We get another one, please? No! We may have just killed ourselves.
I'll tell you a secret.
So close. Do we need 8 mana for anything? No. Yeah, I just get it. So close. We're so close. If we had the meat hook in play, we could have snagged it with a Clasm or the blood, but... we have no life gain. Right, and they're just gonna get us with another 3 here. Ooh! Good game. That was really close. Really, 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 really close. Going first on 2 land. I have to mull for 3. We don't get it, but what we do have is an escape route through the Gaston Merchant. One land off of the top, please and thank you. Whoa. Well, we know what that... Really? I even mulligan to try to find a 3rd land. Why are you treating me like this, Arena? Why are you treating me like this? Oh, you are... acting. I'm gonna send you to the corner. Oh, man. You leave me alone. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. 1 land, please. I'm holding up Test of Talents. I'm gonna make my move, baby. Only need 2 lands to wreck your day, bro. No, they have a dragon, and that will wreck my day in return. Right. Library. All run. Do they have a test? All run, Galvanic Iteration, the Egg, saw it coming, no Test of Talents, Warrior's Disruption. It's important for you guys to go through their deck and understand what you're up against. It's one of the greatest resources of talents, but, you know, here comes Dragon Town, and we're on 2 lands. Like, yeah, okay. This isn't a land. I do not... Why do you hate us so, Arena? Nice counterspell. Can we come back from this? I do not know. There's a whopping 45% chance on a land, and we're into 6 turns. Can you imagine flipping heads 6 times in a row? It's like, whoa. Is that thing magnetic? What? Apparently so. Please, sir, can I have a 3rd land? Please, sir. Oh, I guess they counter it. Great. Great news. I should have saw that coming, shouldn't I have? But it is still a treasure. The merchant can be played and replace the treasure. And we're getting close to that dang Dawn Housefire. But then they still have their giant land. We're gonna have to overcome that. Wow. Nice. Feel like a legend. One treasure, please. And they could bounce their own dragon. You know what I mean? Or just spend all your spells. But that's lethal. Because they hit with the land and the dragon next turn, right? It's going to be 11 damage. We only have 8 life. But we found our 3rd land. Opponent goes first. Hey, we've got 2 land, though. I'm not mulliganing after last time. I'll just take my chances with the 7. And still get screwed. Alright, well this isn't tapped off the start. We don't have a 1-drop anyways. Luminarch is good. We need a Verdict. And just so many lands. We need this Dispute to pop as well. Probably need the 3rd land over a creature, though, obviously, because we get the creature. It's... Are you kidding me? Nice. Turn 3 Elite Spellbinder is really good. Turn 3 Redain's pretty good as well. They'll take Burn Down the House, I assume. Bye-bye. I will remember you burn down the house. Hit for 3. Down to 17. 2 games in a row. That's just great. Thanks, Arena. I see what's happening. Yeah, like we're too far behind. Just from breaking. Wow. You guys wonder what happens to my rank. Well, I run a deck with 28 lands in it, and I still get walked on. I have no words. Alright. More lands than I've seen all video. You know what I mean? We're in tapped, and then we have our Storm on 2. Access to all 3 colors. Against aggro, Meat Hook could be good, but we need something more. Luminarch's alright. It's not the worst, not the best. Hopefully, there's no freaking Elite Spellbinder here. And hopefully, it goes on the Luminarch Aspirant. And then we can wipe the whole field next turn. If not... Ouch. Wow. If it's not one thing, it's another. If it's not one thing, it's another. So the dog will stay alive here. Not the end of the world. I'm surprised they took a Loth. We did top deck a second hook, which is fine. Okay, bro. I would have taken the Deluge there. I guess we don't have access to it yet. We need a Shadow's Verdict. The land. Getting boxed out. They take the hook, which is good. Oh, hit for way too many. Game's over. I cannot find any lands. Going first. Struggling with the land a little bit in this deck, but we will try to make the most out of it. We have a Cinderclasm on 2, so we go in with the Ridge, Swamp, then Marsh. I absolutely love these lands. So good. End Deep, 147. Hello. Hello. We're untapped. We should give them a formal hello, good game. With little woofers. Mono white in the house. Adversary is a good blocker. It's going to need to be exiled. Should we play Mauling? Bolt takes Adversary. Respectable. Cleric buffs itself up. Mauling in tapped. Gassed out. Let's see where this goes from here. Luminarch Aspirant, Exile. So here's Lumi. It's gonna have to go on itself, and then the code spell can't attack. Oh, yes it can. This will have to go on itself though, or else we can kill it with our death trigger. No blocks. Marsh out. And we deal 2 damage to everything. We'll cancel. We could wait. Yeah. I love that this is instant speed. Let's pass our turn. And then the gassed -1/-1 can kill that cleric. But we want to... Hopefully they play the Inklings first. Nailed it. Now we will kick this for 3, and that extra damage is over. Oh, we don't have the second red source. All right, all right, all right. It is what it is. We'll take what we can get. We needed the second red source there. It's there a little slow, though. We need that 6th land pretty bad. No binder. No Redain. Usher is okay. Guiding Voice is going to get a test from me. I think that must be their only instant or sorcery. So we, like, this is a dead card if we don't get some value. And then we get to see their hand. Fateful Absence. Dang it. And then just general mono white. Oh. Light Scribe. I don't see any exile. There's no Cathars. There is no Skyclave Apparitions. Loath in play. They're going to nuke Loath, give us a clue. But then we're going to bring her back, right?
You could have such power, but you are too weak to take it.
Dead. But we get the blockers, right? And we just want to survive a little bit. We can go as far as trade with the Usher. I'll just block them both, mitigate as much damage as possible. They kind of have the feeling that that's over. I mean, they don't know we have a Blood on the Snow in our hand. And we don't necessarily have a land off the top. And we are, shy of that 5 snow lands for the Spider. It would just be another Ghast. But I'll allow it. I'll still take it. Wow, sick land, bro. Cool, Arena. You've really got that hand smoothing algorithm figured right out, don't you? Keep 6. Toss the big wipe. Play with blood because we have Loath, and we already have a smaller wipe as well. Mire out, Ford out, Marsh out. Cinderclasm. We have that second red source, right? That's going to be good. Professor's fine. This just blocks it. It's going to draw their exile out of the hand on top of it. Right, Skyclave, Cathar, maybe even just removal. Or they ignore it and they just keep on their own game plan here. Oh, it's maybe a mirror match here. Well, not a mirror. Wait, you know what I mean. Let's swing in for 2. And we can wipe them. That's pretty good. We're not wiping that. No attack. I find that strange. I also am having a really hard time drawing lands in this deck, even though there's more than 24 lands. It just hurts. It really hurts. They're already ahead of us, and they, extend that lead here. What is up with our land draw today? I have no words. The land draw has been horrendous. And, like, how do we have what we have in hand? You know what I mean? Like, 3 blood on the snows isn't... That's not right.
Ghosting feels weird, I know.
Like, I don't even have... I have 3 lands. How do I have 3 of this single? Like... Something is a mess. And, wow. This is a mess too. I mean, maybe we can test if talents their blood on the snow. And look at, they have 3 faceless havens. Like, their shuffler's being ridiculous too. Quite literally. I mean, that is good.
Well, you're not lacking for spirit.
I think it's still a reasonable block, even though they just, you know, flying spirit, get the land back. Is something we have to go for. They're ready literally for an emblem, which is ridiculous. A little slow. A little slow. We will need another, though. Just to destroy the walker. No, that's game.
Look, I can't do everything. I don't think you can beat all of it.
Brutal, man. Brutal, brutal, brutal with this land today. Our opponent goes first! And we have the only land we're going to draw in the entire game in our opening hand. Whoa! You settle down. You settle down. I think we need mauling as removal. We have turn 2, turn 3, if we're not too slow. Here comes a werewolf. You're cute. So we definitely need to maul that. They're just gonna Blizzard Brawl us. Roll. Merchant for the land, because it's definitely just gonna be a Blizzard Brawl. Why isn't Studio getting her stretches in? She's like, you know what, Dad, you're rank 420. Call it good. How many games do you have to lose in a row to try and get that rank? Who are you kidding? You're telling people you're bricking? You just wanted that rank. So here comes the Blizzard Brawl. Big surprise, right? They always have it. People have, like, their entire playline perfectly, and I'm like, ooh, I got land! Yes! Oh, man. They're really hitting us for 8, potentially 10. I think they've got the inscription in hand. Wow. Wasn't that fun? Let's double down. Just with the death touch. Again, I suspect a fight effect. Hopefully it's not more Blizzard Brawls. What a life that would be, right? Just silliness today. Just silliness. That is, it's got to be instant speed, yeah. So it's like an inscription. Because we're held up on their end. Yeah, it's going to be a fight effect here. They die, but they've got mana for next turn, right? I think they forgot about the death touch with that oops there. But now they don't have to fight and they get full. I guess I could have just attacked into it and got trampled damage at least. 4 cards still in hand with a lair and an old growth troll aura. We will need some luck here, right? It's close, but we're gonna need some more luck for sure. We have removal. You know, they can't go really wide. I don't mind. I feel like those are decent trades for us. Rangers class, and then they can bring in that troll, right? So we have 5. Let's hold up mauling. I'm not gonna foretell this because I don't want to spend the treasure. You know, this is gonna do its thing here. Now there's 2 schools of thought. First one, we take it now, there's no protection. Second one is we have them dump in, push up on the trample, and then we take it. We could also hit for 2, wipe it, take 5, take it the next turn. We're going to pass. A couple different options here, so I'm going to wing it. We want the most out of it. Like, if we can single target this, like if they punch into it, go onto the trample, which makes the most sense as an attacker. Beautiful. And now hopefully there's no removal. Or no protection, like a snake skin or a wild shape. No! Right? Okay, and that's what you get for being greedy, right? But we were behind. It's like we need all the value we can get. And we don't get it. Beautiful snake skin. And this is, you know, basically going to end here. 6/6 with trample. Good game. We lose our beloved rank. Maybe we keep it. Maybe I'm the last person in the entire queue. I've lost so much today that I've achieved the only rank that matters. Oh, you know, at least something's going right for us. Let's break down the deck. Alrighty, so we got absolutely bullied. Good news. Great news. Oh, we lost it! No! Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. I documented it. I absolutely documented it. You cannot defeat me. Where is it? Here it is. Rank 420. Right, that's all that matters. Now we've got to win a game, you guys. No, that's going to be in the next video. What did you guys think of the deck? How are we going to improve it? I want to make this a good deck. It feels like it should be, but I just can't get it to connect. Do you have any thoughts and opinions? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you all so much for your time and attention. Like the video, and we'll see you soon in the next. Have a magical day.